else is going on in hip hop right now?
I mean, the only major thing I've seen was Meg Thee Stallion's beef with
Is it really Meg Thee Stallion's beef, or
Nicki
is it
beef.
just Nicki Minaj's beef? Man? Like, I swear, this lady been going crazy.
Yo, I don't even know at this point with Nicki, to be honest with you. I feel like it's kind of becoming distasteful at this point.
Yo, you know what's crazy about this, like the way Nicki Minaj behaves now is like a couple years ago, right, when Lil Kim made a diss track at Nicki Minaj, I looked at Lil Kim like she was like a weirdo, because it's like, yo, you're too big for this. You know what I mean? Like you've already reached like the pinnacle of female hip hop, or you actually can't even say the word female anymore. You get offended by a women rap, right?
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's like now I'm looking at Nicki Minaj the same way I was looking at Lil Kim back then, right? Where it's just like, yo, you should be working and teaching like these, like, you know, female rappers that are coming up right now, instead of like beefing, which seems like she's always beefing with someone.
Beefing with somebody. You know,
I mean,
it's giving me real like Azalea Banks energy, bro.
Ooh.
Like that's what she's
not
giving
bad.
Me.
That is.
She's giving me real like Azalea Banks energy. Like she's just so negative that I feel like it's just gonna tarnish her name at this point.
I mean, she's coming off crazy, bro. She's like tweeting a lot of weird shit on Twitter. You know what I mean? And like, so you listen to the diss tracks?
That deserved fucking rap album of the year. Or rap song of the year. If Killer Mike fucking won.
Yo, I consider Nicki Minaj to be like a fucking spitter.
A spitter.
Yeah. Not like, yo, like not as a woman.
Right.
Rapper. I'm talking about just in general.
Yeah,
like she's a spitter. I mean, she's been on songs with like big time rappers and she outshined them. You know what I mean?
That crock of shit that she dropped, bro. That shit was hot doo-doo. Like
I was surprised at how bad it was.
I was like astonished that she was like that she would actually put this out.
Yo, this is how I know like rapper friends be lying to themselves. Yo, I bet whoever in the studio told her that was it. Like you need to go fucking.
You know what it is, bro?
Yourself.
When she was fucking beefing with Lil Kim and she dropped what?
Pink Friday.
Pink Friday, right?
Or Black Friday. No, I think Lil Kim dropped Black Friday. She dropped something.
She dropped Pink Friday. That shit was so hot. I listened to that shit like multiple times. Like
you did the voices. The voice.
Chill. I can't tell you that, right? Not in front of the cameras, right? But nah, bro, I listened to that shit on repeat, like back to back, right? Because I was especially the I think there was one where she remixed she remixed Biggie's beat, right?
Okay.
On one song. I think it was Pink Friday that she remixed Biggie's beat. I'm like, yo, this is fire, right? So I'm expecting her to come with like the same energy from Megan Thee Stallion. But you know one thing that separates that Nicki Minaj from this Nicki Minaj?
What?
Safari.
Ooh.
People speculated that Safari was writing her music, right? And I don't know.
Nah, but I wouldn't go because her actual album was pretty dope though. Her new album was dope.
But once again,
all right, okay, go ahead.
Once again, Megan Thee Stallion's diss that caught fucking Nicki Minaj's attention is her saying that people are writing lyrics for Nicki Minaj.
I think there's that, right? But I think what really caught Nicki Minaj's attention about this was that Megan's Law bar.
Yeah, of course.
That was crazy.
That was a nail in the coffin.
That was a bar to me.
For y'all
that don't know, right? Megan's Law is like the actual law that requires registered blank offenders to, like, you know, put their address and all, like, their information out there in the neighborhoods for people to know that they're a registered offender.
Right.
So, and if you don't know, right, Nicki Minaj's husband is a registered blank offender.
Right.
And I think her actual brother's in prison right now for something similar.
Yeah.
So Nicki Minaj is like surrounded by like this lifestyle, which is like it's a crazy lifestyle to be surrounded by, especially for someone that
it's like a trend. It's like a trend happening.
So
right
obviously,
now.
like that's gonna hit a nerve. You know what I mean? Especially because when you got a kid by the guy.
I think that was a nail in the coffin, but also like I really believe that I'm starting to think that people are writing her music at this point.
Nicki Minaj?
Because it wasn't honestly, I noticed a shift when her and Safari split, bro. And I said that as a joke earlier, but her and Safari split. It was definitely a shift in her quality in music as well. You know, like.
Do you think it got worse?
I think it definitely dipped down for a period. Like I think whatever. I don't know if it was songs or album or an album, but I remember at the point where him and her broke up, the quality of music definitely dipped. And then it like kind of climbed after that. But at this day and age, to be honest with you, bro, I think right now she's just losing traction and she's looking for like an opportunity to kind of make herself relevant again. And I
Mm.
think it's pissing her off that she's not being seen as like the top dog anymore because realistically speaking, I mean, active listeners of Nicki Minaj tend to be gay guys and white women, right? It tends to,
No.
bro,
No. Twit.
who listens to
No,
Nicki Minaj besides
bro.
gay people run for
No,
Nicki Minaj.
they ride for her. But I'm saying, but like
White women ride for Nicki Minaj.
nah, but
Who?
there's. I mean, yo, go on Twitter. I see the barbs. I see them like going. I see it.
Nah, bro. I would guess our Twitter is different because even from my Twitter, everyone that I've seen talking about Nicki Minaj has been completely bashing Nicki Minaj.
Okay.
Like no one supports Nicki Minaj from my Twitter. Maybe our Twitters are different.
Yeah.
But I don't see anyone else supporting Nicki
I don't
Minaj
know. I
besides.
feel like she still. I mean, bro, like she had. Did you see the Nicki Minaj's fans go to Meg Thee Stallion's mom's grave and dance on them?
I haven't been on social media as much recently.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was not. It was two black girls that did it.
Okay.
Like that's crazy. That's insane fandom to me. Like to go to someone's grave for an artist that doesn't give two shits about you.
Fandom or clout chasing?
Both, all the above.
Okay.
Yo, because it's like you could be cloud chasing, but I feel like you still got to be a fan of someone to do something that stupid and crazy. You know what I'm saying you could actually do time in prison for that.
Bro, people look at see as an opportunity for anything. You know,
Nah,
they
for
might not
sure,
even
for
be
sure.
a true fan of anything, but
Yo.
just to support somebody's they'll to get their 2 seconds of fame, they'll do it.
No, for sure. Yo, here's my theory on why Nicki Minaj has issues with like certain female rappers, right? I think when Nicki Minaj was coming up, right, there was no other female rappers. She got all the attention, right? And now obviously it's like female rap is taking over the game, right?
Right.
So to me, she's kind of having like the single child syndrome. So when she was coming up, right, she was essentially the single child. Like when a single child, what they get all the love, right? They get all the gifts, they get mom and dad's love. There's no one to share it, right? Because it's only you there. So when she was coming up, she was really the only relevant female rapper at the time, right? So she
Right.
got everything. And now, like, there's a new baby, right? There's a bunch of babies, right? So now the love's being spread. I don't think she's used to sharing that. So I think that's why she's like spazzing on all these rappers.
I could see that, but I think as well that it's a part of her just wanting to maintain her relevancy.
I don't think she's ever lost relevancy though.
I would say so.
Really?
Yeah, I would say that she has lost relevancy in a major way, honestly.
See, but it's even if you were to say that if she lost relevancy, it would almost be like in like the way Jay-Z lost relevancy in the music, where it's like, yo, you still recognize, like she's still recognized as the best female rapper ever, or one of them, right? But I feel like now it's like she's losing that because she's coming off so manic.
I will agree to that. I would say that she is recognized as as the best female rapper, but I think that has been that title isn't what has been associated with her name as much anymore. You know, I think what's been associated with her name is how bitter she is towards women.
No, for sure. I'm saying, but I think that's what's fucking her up. Like first it started with Cardi, right? Now it's with Meg. It's like who's next?
And then she tried to befriend Ice Spice. Which
Yeah, I mean,
that seems pretty forced.
Yeah. She's like, I gotta get somebody at my side.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, it just seems like I think she beef with Iggy Azalea too.
I mean, that's the white. That's
That's the white one. Yeah.
who am I? What's the crazy one?
Azalea Banks.
Azalea Banks.
Yeah.
I always get them kind of.
Yeah, it's the same name as this pretty.
I think she kind of have some. I think her and Lotto threw a little jab at each other, or no?
It wouldn't surprise me at
Yeah.
this point. You know, I think anyone that's like coming up and as she sees as a threat, she's almost like she's kind of like the mean girl in school. You know, like the
Yeah.
popular girl in school that you know has pretty much the class on lock. The new fucking girl walks in the class and she's kind of pretty. She just like tries to shit on her.
Yeah, I feel like
That's the energy that she's giving
I
to
feel like
me.
she's also kind of at the point where it's like, yo. Well, I see that mean girl analogy you're trying to use, but it's like, yo, it's like you gotta come like kiss my ass first before I kind of give you the pass to do anything. I feel like she's probably like thinking like, yo, a lot of these female rappers aren't recognizing me and showing me the respect I deserve, or she thinks she deserves. I think that's also pissing her off. But
Possibly.
also, if you're getting accused of like getting your lyrics written for you and you're not, that's all. I mean, that's a big insult in the rap world.
Yeah, but to me, it's like you almost kind of validated it with this. Like,
Yo, but you gotta think about it, right? It seems like this is like a 2-part song. She says it at the end, like, yo, you don't want the second part of this. Maybe, yo, she's doing this as a teaser, like she dropped something light.
possibly.
You know what I mean? It's like, yo, she kind of wants Megan to really like respond, so like Nicki could really unload it like a fucking,
Nah,
the
I
haymaker.
think the way that Nicki was going so hard for this whole situation on live and everything, for her, she already pretty much like stamped that, like, where she stands, and for her to drop a song, name it Bigfoot, said the things that she said, and then to rap like that, it's like you pretty much sealed the deal. Like, think about it. Like when Drake dropped his album, right? He did Charged Up, and I feel like to me, it was a great first song, right? And I felt like he felt like it wasn't getting as much buzz again, and then he came with Back to Back, which like kind of killed it for it, killed Meek Mill. I think that, like, when you kind of have like that, your first impression, like, okay, like this is my first impression towards this whole rap beef, and this is my version of that. And I think she did a terrible job at giving us a first impression of like how she really feels about the
I'm gonna
entire
give it 2 weeks,
situation.
yo. I'm gonna give it 2 weeks. See if she drops something. That's some heat. I mean, you brought up a good point, yo. Drake dropped something, and then when that one didn't get the recognition he thought it should, he dropped Back to Back, which like is up there as like one of the best disses ever.
Best, bro, that shit was ringing off in fucking like clubs and shit.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like, imagine like
I mean, I'd have to put Ether.
I was gonna say that next, right? Because think about it. When who was it? It was Jay-Z and Nas that were beefing,
Yeah.
right? And then Ether dropped. But I think Ether dropped, but it wasn't getting a much track. What song did Jay-Z use to like this Nas?
Get Yourself a Gun.
It was one song. It was one of the songs. I think it was the All right, so whatever song it was that between their beef, one of them was in the clubs and was getting record spins because of like, and it kind of made that diss track the biggest diss track between their beef, right?
Okay.
Same thing with Drake. Drake's dropped a song. He dropped the initial Charged Up, which was a diss track, and then came back with Back to Back, and then that was like the biggest track that kind of put it. Even Meek Mill acknowledged that was like he was like, yo, like what the fuck, like. He dropped this beat. I was like, yo, I need to fucking ride on this shit. Like he was like, he won at that point. He admitted that after they became cool. I think with Megan Thee Stallion throwing her kind of like blind shots into the dark, right? And Nicki,
her diss was like, I mean, you got the one bar that fucking killed it,
right?
And the overall song was alright. His was okay. Like,
I actually liked the song.
Yeah.
Like it was a good song, right? But she threw shots in the dark, right?
She was aiming at everybody,
right? There wasn't no,
like,
there wasn't so specific
if I was
target.
one of the dudes that was having sex with her, like I'd be like, damn, this is like me,
bro. It's almost like she shaded Party Next Door by saying like, why would I be with a guy that can't please me in bed or some shit like that? Part whatever the name is. Fuck.
That's how you
Partisan Fontaine.
That's how you start rumors.
She fucking Party Next Door. I mean, damn near she fucked damn near everybody.
I mean, she took a yeah.
But yeah, I will say she took a shot at him too. But like, why would I stay with a nigga that doesn't please me?
Yo, then like the thing about Nicki Minaj is like, diss was kind of corny too, because she tried to call her a hoe in the diss, and it's like, okay, I don't know, like a woman calling another woman a hoe to me doesn't like sting as bad, and then she kind of made like a plastic surgery diss where it's just like, come on, Nicki,
come on, you're the queen of plastic surgery.
Like, come on, sweetheart.
Did you forget?
Like, yeah, that was audacious to me. So yo, she said something about Meg having a nose surgery. It's like, Nicki, you got an ass full of fucking silicone,
ass, tits, everything.
Yeah,
like we saw the before and after pics.
Yeah,
Nicki, like let's get it together here.
Yeah, that was a bad look.
You forgot your upbringings,
Yo, but I'm hopeful, man. Hopefully she drops something good. Yo, but I said this in one of our other episodes. Like, this is rap beef. This is good. You know what I mean?
I was gonna say that this is what you were looking for.
Yeah, this is two big stars. Two big rappers.
This is a terrible beef. Like, this is absolutely garbage, bro.
This is a bad beef.
This is a bad beef. Like, terrible beef.
How's it a bad beef?
Because there's no bars really flying at each other.
Nah, yeah, it's a new beef. Let it flourish,
fuck that, bro. It's flourished already. It's come and gone.
It's definitely not gone.
It's come and gone, bro.
Definitely, Nicki's not letting this go.
She's gone. I think it's a wash. Nah. It's a wash, bro. I think
we'll see.
Great title, by the way. Great fucking title. Great start off initially. Oh no. Great little clip that she was actually rapping for a second, but then all of the mumble before and the mumble after, it
was way too much talking at the end.
Right. And even like you could tell like it was rushed. Like it sounded like she recorded on her iPhone. Like it didn't sound like she was like she put any emphasis into it.
The sound was off.
Yeah. Like it was a terrible it was just terrible all around. It's terrible beef, bro. Like she either needs to I don't know if Meg is gonna come back with a return thing, but if Nicki comes back again, I think it's just gonna be a bad look for her, to be honest with you. I think it's just gonna feed into that.
If she comes back again, it has to be it. It just has to be it. You know what I mean? It has to be a good diss, like
Right.
lyrically, and it just has to be a good song. You know what I'm saying? Like it just like it has to hit every corner of it. You know what I
Do you
mean?
think people would like ignore the fact that I really think that if she drops another one, it's just gonna like dig her in a deeper grave, bro.
I mean, it could, depending on the quality. That's what I'm saying. If
Yeah,
it's
even
good,
if it's good quality, I
nah, I
think
don't think
it'll
so.
just dig her in a deeper grave. Like
I don't think so.
she's already leaving a bad taste in a lot of people's mouths that this is happening.
You also got to factor in like the Tory fans, right? That are hoping that Nikki buries Meg. So like they're like people are rooting for Nikki.
Right.
They're rooting for her, right? She just has to drop quality. Cause people are already lying to themselves saying this was a good rap diss. So if she drops something good, like this it might go way better than you think.
Man, from what I've seen, like I said, maybe our Twitters are different, but it really seems like a lot of people are jumping ship.
No, she's lost some fans because
Right.
she's looking crazy, but like her fan base is still big enough.
I'm telling you, the gays and the whites, man, they're the ones that's like joining her, and they're the one that's pushing her music like this.
I don't know, man. I mean, I'm gonna see how it plays out. I don't really have a dog in the fight anyway. You feel me?
Right.
We'll see how it plays out.
I don't think there's any hope. I think Nicki just needs to kind of just walk with her tail between her legs, like recoup from this situation, try to become a different person at the end of it, and not be fake. Because we saw through the fucking friendship that you made with Ice Spice, like it was pretty forced. You know, it was not genuine whatsoever. But it was a good attempt, you know. And I think you kind of should have kept that energy going. But I think right now she does definitely reminds me of somebody that's going through like a manic episode. You know, like she seems like she is. Maybe she's just stressed out with just her life as a whole, you know? Like, she's just going through it mentally.
It must suck having, like, the world consistently criticize your husband. You know what I mean?
But you picked the nigga.
I don't say you picked him. I mean, obviously she loves him. I mean, she had a kid by him, right?
Where is that kid, by the way? Like, I don't think I've ever seen the kid.
Oh, I've seen a picture of him.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
But, like, I mean, it must hurt. You know what I mean? Like, they just reading this shit or hearing it. You know what I mean? And then, like, she says, like, I'm saying that Megan's Law thing, like, killed her.
Yeah, but I guess, man. But I think with somebody of her stature, she should just be conducting herself differently. You feel me? Like, even if that hit her like that, like we've seen bigger artists get clapped at by smaller artists, and they either come with heat.
But Meg's not a small artist, bro. That's what you're thinking. Like,
smaller artists.
She's okay. I'm saying because like she's big enough to warrant a response.
Yeah, but they either come up with a better beef or they don't respond at all. And I think she should have done one of the same. You know, like come back with a better thing to make people be like, damn, like Nicki's really spitting, bring that old Nicki back, or not respond whatsoever. Like I think she would have done a better job.
I don't think when she released this shit, like she thought it was trash.
Say that one more time.
I don't think when she released the diss track, I don't think Nicki's like, this is terrible. I think she thinks it's okay. I think she might have something else. I mean, she alludes to it at the end of this diss track. Like I said, all we can do at this point is just wait and see how it plays out.
I think it's over. I think it's in bad faith to keep going, bro. I'm sorry, Nicki, but not sorry. You're kind of washed at this point.
Ooh.
I think it's just over. I think you just need to just like
these bars don't find your address.
I hope they do, man. I hope they fucking do. But nah, I think it's washed at this point. I think she just needs to like, you know, she's a wounded dog right now. She just needs to like kind of go lick her wounds and then come back at a later date with some better stuff, better music, better persona, better energy, better vibes. Like she just screams like just negativity, you know? Like
okay.
Yeah, I don't think she's really like she's not doing anything like impactful at this point besides just picking on smaller artists, and she kind of needs to change that narrative.
I'm still hopeful. I mean, I think this is good for the culture.
Trash.